We turn now to an exclusive interview with a Taiwanese man who just came back from the war in Ukraine. Taipei native Yao Kuan-chun volunteered to fight for Ukraine's army as a logistics and medical officer.
He returned safely to Taiwan in June. He told us his story and revealed his motivations to Ukraine in this exclusive.
Belt, jacket, cap, rucksack of 20 kilos. Yao Kuan-chun got back from Ukraine in June.
These are anti-scraping gloves because in those conditions, when we move things or when we advance, some of the abandoned towns and villages have been blown up. There's glass and nails everywhere, tiles and all sorts. At that time, we didn't have so many bandages and things, or they didn't have any yet. So for hands or arms that were hit, we used strips of material first to fix them and staunch the bleeding, and then we could go and get more aid.
Yao hails from Taipei's Wanhua district. The 28-year-old grew up in a medical family where he learned lots of medical basics. He was always interested in firearms and taught himself online as well as learning a lot during military service. Not long after war broke out in Ukraine, he decided to go there to volunteer as logistical support for Ukraine's army.
I saw 3 people in front of me disappear. The bomb crater was about 50 meters away. It's really hard to describe that feeling, the smell and the sight of it. It's terrifying. You're already there, so you have to get on with it and do your best to survive. You have to survive to have the chance to do more and help more people.
It's still very difficult for Yao to think back on the battlefield. At first, he didn't tell his family that he was going to Ukraine, a decision that they opposed.
They were furious, absolutely furious. But berating me now won't do anything. I'm back now. If you ask anyone, nobody will think this is a problem or anything to do with them. It's more than 10,000 kilometers away. People think, what's that got to do with our country? I don't want to give a big explanation or persuade anyone of anything, because no matter how much I say, they're not going with me. It's me who's going, by myself.
Yao went to Ukraine without even getting his family's approval. What gave him the courage? He was motivated by the plight of Taiwan, telling himself, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
I want to help people because our situation is extremely similar. If we want people to come here and help us, what should we do? Lots of people asked me if I'd gone crazy. It's not my war. What are you going for? Then I say to them, please remember what you just said. When Taiwan is in trouble and kids from other countries want to come here to fight, their parents or their wives or girlfriends will be saying the same thing. What will we do when Taiwan is in trouble? So if we're hoping people will come and help Taiwan, what can we do to help them now? That's real help, not people just cheering them on from afar.
If you listen this, I'm very safe, so don't worry. I'm Yao.
Yao greeted his friends in Ukraine in English. He hopes that his story will help Taiwan understand the war better and forge links between Taiwan and its friends.